But honestly though, this video is gonna be about moving to another state. So, I used to live in Texas and I moved to Orlando, Florida, which was my dream of all time. I had it in my vision board. I would look at my vision board every single day. And then I also had taken a picture by the end of 2020 by the beach in Orlando. And in the bottom, I had posted, one day I will be there, like one day I will not leave, like I will move to Orlando. Literally a year after is when I actually decided to go on with it because I had gone through a toxic relationship. Shout out to my ex. No, I'm just kidding. I went through a toxic relationship and I wanted to start a new life, and I felt like it was the perfect timing to make it happen. So, what I did, I'm gonna try to explain it as organized as possible, but I'm new to this, so bear with me. Pretty much, whenever I started the journey of getting out of Texas and moving into Orlando, I decided to get an Airbnb months in advance. I paid it all full in 1 month. Like I paid a whole month of Airbnb, and I had done that. And the month before I moved, which was like the last month of my lease, I started applying for jobs. Right. So what I recommend whenever you're applying for jobs is definitely be honest with the people you're talking to, the hiring managers and all that stuff, because a lot of people surprisingly are willing to work with you, and that's something that I was really scared
About because I'm like, how do these people just move to another state? Like, how do they get a job if you're not actually there to do the interviews?
Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm dying with my little questions. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
a lot of them are willing to work with you, doing like a FaceTime interview and whatnot. So I definitely recommend being honest. Another thing is, I was applying constantly. Once I got the green light that they were gonna hire me for this company, I decided that I was gonna put all of my stuff, like my major like things, into my sister's garage, and then the rest, whatever I could fit in my car, in my mom's car, because my mom moved in with me, is what basically I took. To be honest with you, and I'm gonna be super real with everyone here, whoever wants to move to another state, you do have to make a lot of sacrifices into moving to another state, because if you really want to make it happen, you will make it happen. But there's things out there that, for example, like for my things, I was just in the mood of like, I just want to make it happen. I don't care what it takes. So I was willing to leave everything behind, like all of my things, if it meant that I finally got my dream of living in Orlando. And I, lost a lot of things, and it is kind of like annoying to think that a lot of the things I lost were worth money. Like I spent money on that, and even though it's annoying, it's one of the things that I had to sacrifice in order to be here, because now I'm here, and it's honestly one of the best decisions I've ever made. I don't regret it one bit. I came in here at the very beginning. It was actually pretty tough because being new to a new state, it's like you don't know the laws, you don't have any friends, so it's like you're starting from zero, from scratch. And for a lot of people, I know a lot of people want that for themselves, like they want that fresh new start. Hold on one second. All right, they want that fresh new start, and that is what I wanted. So to be honest, being away from like the atmosphere that I was before, because I used to be a really big party person. I don't know if that actually has gone away or not, but I don't care. In the past, in Texas, I was a very, party person, and coming from that, like from knowing a lot of people to knowing nobody, was a shock, and it almost like, it honestly was a really positive change for me because I felt more focused into what I really needed to do, like the gym. I love anything related to fitness, nutrition, and my hobbies, like I do SFX makeup, like I'll do dancing, all these little things that I didn't do before because I was legit obsessed with going out. Like I would go out and then I would meet people there, and then those people would invite me to another event, and it was like an ongoing cycle, and it just didn't seem to end until to the point where it's like my family had an intervention with me about me just going out consistently and like spending money I didn't have and whatnot. So I'm just being super real because I know a lot of people want to make it happen and they just don't know how or like how to start. And I'm trying to, help as many people as I can when it comes to this because again, I don't regret moving to another state. It was the best decision I could have ever done, period. I'm a whole different person now, a lot more focused, a lot more disciplined, consistent in what I do. So when I got here, like I started getting into those friendship apps and stuff, and I met a lot of people from there. And then going into clubs, going into, new places, I met people there as well. So let me know if you have any like questions or anything because I honestly don't know what I'm doing. Like I really don't know. I'm trying my best to like, do these things, but it's like I honestly don't know. This is my first time, so but yeah. Oh, and another thing, expect, dude, expect a lot of people to come back to you once you're settled down and wanting to like, they're gonna be like hook it up or whatever. Like now that you're there, and it's like no, like remember who helped you through the process, like especially the very beginning of everything. And those are the people consider those people because there are gonna be a lot of people that come at you telling you like hook it up or whatever, and there's like, oh, you didn't do anything to help me through the entire like. I'm sorry, I'm messing with my hair so much. Oh my gosh. Um, through the entire process, like the hard part of it. So I'm just warning you. That's probably what's gonna end up happening, especially if you move to a place that's like a touristy place like New York or Vegas or anything like that. Um, so definitely think about that. I also coming in here, I had $4,000, 2,000 from me, 2,000 from my mom, and I would honestly recommend at least 5K to come to another state, but it just depends on the state though, because if you go to New York, it's gonna be a lot more than that. Like you are looking into maybe 10K if you wanna like survive, pretty much. So I would say like 5K is a pretty good amount. Also, like renting a room or getting roommates into moving with you is another good advice I would give for the people that want to move in because I'm not sure if you're doing it on your own or you're having people coming over. But if you're doing it on your own, definitely consider like getting a roommate or like there's like websites where you can like look into roommates and stuff like that just to start it off while you get settled down, and then you um, can research the city because there's like a lot of new things. Like the laws are different here. Here we don't have the inspection, which is something that I'm not used to because it's like we did it over there in Texas, and in here it's not required. Also, people would talk about mad SHIT about Florida drivers, and I honestly don't even think they're bad. I coming from Texas, it's like, damn, you consider this bad? Like, this is nothing. This is nothing. So definitely research, like the laws and everything of your new state, and then like the spots, like the good spots to go out and party. You will, in case you like to party, because like I don't know, but you will figure it out once you're here. I don't think to don't stress about like what you're gonna be doing socially when you move to another state. That's actually should be at the bottom of the list. You should be thinking about where you're gonna live, your job, and everything. Like I said, applying a month before is what I did. I also was involved in like those little Facebook groups. It's like people who are moving to Orlando, people who are moving to Florida, all of that stuff, and I got a lot of good advice from there as well. But all of it, basically, like the stuff that I didn't know, I had to learn for myself once I was actually here. I didn't get to experience a lot of the stuff until I was actually here, like moved in and everything. So it was actually pretty tough. Like we drove, I think it was 20 hours because I had my dog, so we had to stop every 5 seconds. But yeah, that was like a really long drive. But I kept thinking in my head, like I'm driving and that's just a one way. I'm not gonna be coming back unless it's for my things or whatever. But other than that, it's just one way, and this is the only time that I'm gonna be driving this long of hours. So it's definitely gonna be worth it. I do not regret moving here. I literally feel so more focused, so much more focused. Wow, I can't speak, than I ever was before, and I definitely recommend 10 out of 10 to move to another state. Um, Follow your dreams, have a vision board, look at the vision board. That was like the last thing I had in my vision board for 2021, and it got completed. So I'm definitely making a new one for 2022. Um, like I said, follow your goals, set a plan for yourself, save money, and then research your state. That's another thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions or anything, just comment below, and I will try my best to like explain a little bit more in detail. If you want to message me, I will try my best to explain because I know a lot of people get so like, fear gets in the way, and then it just never gets done, and you just wondering what it could be for like forever pretty much, and you can't. You have to, stay focused and then go after everything you want in life because at the end of the day, we only have one life, and you need to take advantage of everything that we have to offer in this world. Oh my god, that was so cheesy. Anyway, bye.